Hey, everybody, it's the Working Fans Podcast Comedy Cast. We're back with our 5-3-1. If Joe was here, he'd hit that music. But since he's not, I just did that. All right. Today, we're talking about top 5 comedy actors. Your favorite top 5 comedy actors who played in your favorite comedy movies. They didn't have to be a stand-up comedian. If they had stand-up background, cool. But, maybe they just keep finding them in a lot of funny movies. Whatever it is, they're in your favorite movie. They're your favorite comedy actor.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget, before you do that, make sure, before you even ponder what we're talking about, stop by and get your official Working Fans t-shirt over at the workingfanswrestling.com website.
Boy, this guy can chill, huh? Working Fans Wrestling.
All those proceeds go directly to us looking as good as we do and the future of this podcast. So please buy 2 or 3 shirts. Buy a small one for your dog.
We'll be putting some stuff. We'll have a Patreon coming out. I think we already have one, but we'll be having content for that soon too. So
absolutely,
we'll be pushing that shit soon. I don't know. I might have AJ dance around in assless chaps or something.
Well, I know on the Patreon we're going to be selling producer Joe onesies, so you'll be able to get the onesies on there, and then me and Dave, we're going to have thongs where our face is right on the
100%. You're going to want that. We're gonna definitely put that out.
You haven't had anything until you've had this face right on your ass.
Oh my God, just as you imagine surprising your young lady when you get home. The Working Fans Podcast.
There's a difference between me and Dave. I was actually talking to the ladies.
To each his own. Whatever you like. We don't judge. All right. Let's start off with a list. You got one more than I do, so hit me with one of your lists here.
I'm going to start off with Scott from Voluntown.
Yep.
He's given us Robin Williams, John Candy, Bill Murray, Richard Pryor, and Danny McBride. That's not a bad little list. I think Danny McBride would be extremely thrilled to be placed among those icons in the. But I also do believe he is that funny. I don't know if you ever saw Southbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. Sorry,
yes.
I thought it was Southbound because he went to Mexico.
No, that was season 2.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Which season 2 was. He was playing and he was pitching for some team out in Mexico, and he had Real American playing.
Sure,
good stuff.
But it's actually very funny in it. I watched the first season, then I think I lost HBO.
Well, you watched the first of the second season, apparently.
Sure.
Now you know how much AJ pays attention to things. He wings that life, folks. This is him 24/7.
I actually, the sad part is I thought that was the first season.
I don't know. What was that? Go ahead. Give me another list then, since you got one more.
All right. I believe this one's Randy Osga.
Yep.
That's I've got Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Chris Farley. Mel Brooks.
Yeah, there you go.
Eddie Murphy.
Nice list.
Solid list. I'm glad to see Mel Brooks actually on there. I mean, you talk about somebody who has produced more comedic gems between Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. Just absolutely phenomenal comedy actor.
I think who we've heard multiple times now. I feel like Jim Carrey and so far Jim Carrey.
No, Jim Carrey was not on the first list.
He wasn't.
Okay. There is actually nobody between the two first lists that are actually on both.
Well, I'm gonna change that because Mike Flynn's got Jim Carrey, Vince Vaughn, actually, and Bill Murray too. I believe was on one of those lists. By Scott, Will Ferrell, and Seth Rogen.
Yeah, so, Bill Murray was on the first list. So.
Yeah, so Jim Carrey and Bill Murray. Those are the early standouts here. And that was Mike Flynn's list. I think that was the debut of Seth Rogen on the list so far.
I've got Jesse from New Hampshire, and he's going to actually double up a couple of the actors.
Okay.
Because he has Adam Sandler, who was on another list.
That's right.
He's got Eddie Murphy, who was on another list.
Yeah.
He's Owen Wilson. Okay, I believe this is the first time for Will Ferrell.
Yep.
Which I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you. And then Kevin James. By the way, Kevin James has a new show out called The Crew I believe it's on Netflix. It's actually really funny. It's got a good all-around cast to it, and a really funny show.
All right. Well, I will probably not check that out because I don't have time. But if I do, actually, I've been watching WandaVision lately, which is a great show, but a little off topic. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, very funny show.
I laugh at it sometimes.
Well, actually, you know what? The actor who's playing the husband on that, Paul Bentley.
Bentley, yeah.
He's actually very funny in Knight's Tale. I don't know if you remember him in Knight's Tale.
Yeah,
he was actually very funny in there.
Well, let's bring up some more names here. Mikey and Fred from the Facebook page sent me a list, and we're going to get Bill Murray again, Eddie Murphy again, Adam Sandler again. First time, believe it or not, AJ, Jack Nicholson.
Wow.
And Robin Williams also on this list again. So
I think the funny thing about Jack Nicholson is I don't think he's actually a comedic actor.
No, but he was great in that film with Sandler. I know. I can't remember the name of it.
No. He has been funny. He puts funny twists on things. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He put a funny twist on, even though it was a depressing movie. Even The Shining, which is a scary movie. That
was laugh out loud.
Yeah, he makes you laugh at different times. As Good as It Gets. I think most people would find him funny in.
So I think our demographic is totally watching As Good as It Gets right now. A lot of rom-coms out of this group, I have a feeling.
Absolutely. But hey, you know what? I think that puts Adam Sandler at a couple. That puts Eddie Murphy at 3, I think.
Yeah. And Jim Carrey was at a few, right?
Jim Carrey was at 2. And I think it puts the other one there. What's his name? Bill Murray. I think it puts him at 3.
All right. And Eddie Murphy was at what, 2?
3.
Okay. Well, let's bring it back then, because I got Will Ferrell. I got Eddie Murphy. I got Jim Carrey. Chris Farley. I don't know if I thought more people should have mentioned him. Great physical comedy by Chris Farley. And I'm going to add Bill Murray to a list.
I think the problem with Chris Farley is that he passed away too young.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So I think that some of the people that might be writing in, maybe just he's not at the top of their thought process at this point. But I like most of your list. I hate Jim Carrey, so he's not on my list. That's we talked about comics that I don't like on another episode for a different thing. And one of the comics that I do not like is I don't like Jim Carrey because his comedy just doesn't make sense to me. I find him to be silly.
Sorry, I was dealing with some breaking news here.
I'm going to kill you.
Why don't you give me your list and keep the show going here?
So my list is very simple. I put Eddie Murphy on there also. To me,
yes.
Coming to America, no matter what else he did, Coming to America is one of my favorite movies of all time. And now they got a sequel coming out now, Coming Back to America, I think it's called.
I can't wait. I'm excited for that. I'm very much excited for that. That movie could just be Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy walking around with their dicks in their hands, and I'll be like, "Oh, it's a great, funny movie. I can't wait to see more of this."
They could just do the sequel to the barbershop scene from that movie.
Yeah,
I'm
so nostalgic for that. So good stuff.
Yeah, it makes me want to go eat at McDowell's. But I agree with you on Chris Farley. I think Chris Farley is one of the underrated. When you look at his movies like Tommy Boy and frickin' what's that other one that he did there?
Black Sheep.
Yeah, Black Sheep, absolutely hilarious. Adam Sandler, I'm a sucker. Adam Sandler is one of those guys, and I'm going to talk about it more with Bill Murray because he's on my list too. But Adam Sandler is one of those guys who can actually get you emotionally and funny in the same movie. He can actually make you do both. So very talented. Bill Murray's going to come in next for me. To me, if there's an icon out there for just what funny in a movie can be, and just how graceful you should be, it's Bill Murray. I think he's absolutely outstanding. Even Groundhog's Day, which I got to tell you, the premise of it annoyed the crap out of me.
Oh, I loved it. Same day over and over again, pal.
But he ended up making that movie entertaining.
I can't imagine you would get annoyed by having to do the same thing over and over again. Doesn't sound like you.
And then my last one is Mel Brooks. So so once again,
Blazing
Randy Osgood's hit it out of there. Blazing Saddles.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah, but he's done so much. It's a mad world. Freaking just everything that he touched was outstanding.
And 10 Commandments.
Oh God, absolutely. When you could take the 10 Commandments.
Well, it wasn't really the 10 Commandments.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. But when you could take something like the 10 Commandments and make it entertaining, that's good.
Sorry, I'm continuing to get some more breaking news here. I'll let you in this off.
You don't get breaking news. I get breaking news.
That's right. That's a tribute to our fans with the live show. That's AJ's catchphrase. I've been just stealing it. So
you keep stealing my catchphrase.
Yeah, listen for that, guys. We're gonna give you little Easter eggs once in a while here. All right. So I would have to say, God, Bill Murray was definitely on enough list, huh? So he made it. Are you tallying up this list right now? Or are you trying to hide from your wife?
No. I'm actually tallying it up. Bill Murray to me has the most. Eddie Murphy actually is coming in at 4 from what I'm counting. Bill Murray's actually on 5.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the next in line seems to be Jim Carrey.
Oh, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So we got Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, and Jim Carrey. That's a hell of a fucking list, honestly.
I think Jim Carrey should be eliminated just because of Cable Guy.
No. Isn't that actually your favorite Jim Carrey movie out of all of them? Did you like? I thought you liked that one.
No.
Wow. I thought you had one Jim Carrey movie you liked, and it was actually Cable Guy.
Was Ben Stiller in that too? Who was the guy? He was Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, right. It was
sorry, same thing. Ben Stiller, Matthew Broderick.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Were you a fan of that movie, by the way?
Not really.
That's funny. I don't know. I didn't. As a kid, I didn't end up watching it. Were you a fan of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Yes.
That was a great movie. It was one of those things when I saw the trailer for it when I was a kid.
Dude, how did Steve Martin not make any lists?
Well, because most of these people aren't that old. So, you get a few old ones in there to surprise us. But, Yeah.
Guys, sorry, not to get off topic. You know me, I love to stay on topic. Check out Steve Martin. Go check out The Jerk. Check out Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Check out anything with Steve Martin, and you'll see freaking just outstanding.
One of the all-time best. All right, so out of those 3, Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey. I am not going to eliminate Jim Carrey right away.
Yeah, we are.
Actually, I don't think we will.
How are you going to eliminate freaking Bill Murray or Eddie Murphy over Jim Carrey?
Because here's the thing. I gotta put my pride aside, and I gotta look at yeah, I do. All right. And I gotta do.
You put your pride aside, Jim Carrey's going in the garbage.
No, I think you gotta look at body of work, success.
Absolutely.
And when you look at
you're gonna get rid of Eddie Murphy.
I think I have to, because
his body of work.
His body of work is he's done some big movies, but I don't think they were. I don't think
as big as Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and I don't know. And Bill Murray had Ghostbusters. So
okay, so let's put this. We're gonna put this in. And my first instinct is to get rid of Jim Carrey, but let's be fair to Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I dislike Jim Carrey, he has at one point was the highest paid actor in the world.
Yeah. Well, let's get this straight, by the way, real quick. As a stand-up, it's Bill Murray. I mean, it's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jim Carrey, he did stand up for a while, but unfortunately, none of these guys, all these guys end up having success in movies. So
yeah. Well, the funny thing is, Jim Carrey's done it he's actually done it almost the second longest.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Think about the body of work. I mean, the first movie I can remember him being in is Love at First Bite, which is 1986.
God. Holy shit! Yeah,
that's and now while Eddie Murphy started a little bit before that, Jim Carrey was doing in the early '80s was at the Laugh Factory doing comedy in California, and then he's still doing movies. Whereas while Eddie Murphy is doing movies now, he's had very large chunks of doing nothing.
Yeah, he took some time off. Yeah.
Whereas Bill Murray's always putting out stuff.
Something. Yeah, he just had a very Murray Christmas a year or two ago. So.
And tell me that your favorite holiday movie is not Scrooged.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Here's a compromise. We're gonna. I know you don't like to tie. We're gonna tie for last.
Second place.
Yeah, second place is gonna be Jim Carrey and Eddie Murphy, and Bill Murray is gonna be the winner.
I don't mind a tie for last place.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't like a tie for
the winners,
place.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got to give it to Bill overall. Just, I think the big thing is it's not even my personal favorite movie. Actually, my favorite Bill Murray movies are Groundhog Day. Yeah.
Caddyshack.
I still gotta watch Caddyshack.
You've never watched Caddyshack? I
had to actually admit that dirty secret, and Scott gave me some shit for it in a text, so I have to.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I went to look it up this week. Actually, me and AJ share some streaming services. Some come get us, and yeah. So you're recording an upcoming episode of movie Caddyshack when it played. Turns out you just watched it recently, actually, which was kind of funny. So
I watch it like once a year.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be in your DVR on YouTube.
It's also somebody who didn't get on a lot of lists because he's a bit of a dick is Chevy Chase.
Yeah,
and he's hilarious in that. Bill Murray's hilarious in that. Mm-hmm. Ted Knight is in that.
Oh, what's his name in that too? Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield's in that. A forgotten comedic actor who passed away in the late 80s was Ted Knight. Mm-hmm. And Ted Knight actually is extremely funny in that. And the Gopher, of course, is extremely funny in that.
Oh, so. Yes. I know about the movie, so I'm definitely looking forward to watching it. But
yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's about golf.
Scrooged is another one of my favorite movies.
Scrooged.
Yeah.
Bill
Bitch hit me with a toaster. Yeah.
Bill Murray's done so much.
Yeah. When you throw in Ghostbusters too, I think that was just such a monumental hit that it's got to be in there. But guys, that was our favorite. If you don't like it, who cares? Fuck off. It's our podcast. Thank you for listening, though. Working Fans Comedy Cast. We're out.
Don't forget to buy that t-shirt.